Paul Harrell, weekdays from 4 to 6. Learn more at paulharrell.com.
Got it. Okay, welcome back. So we're going to go over this. This is too much fun. This has all happened in the course of 2 hours, okay? This has happened in the course of 2 hours where we are going to expose an employee of Governor Asa Hutchinson as being a liar. That's right, I said it, liar, okay? All right, so check it out. We're scrolling on up here, and so Gary Epperson of the great Patriots of Act 746, he says, "Hey, Douglas Smith, this is the governor's employee that makes it makes $50,000 a year, right, of your money, to go around and intimidate county committees." And by the way, Tim, I pinned your Facebook comment. Tim said, "Well, that's it for emails. There'll be no more emails. There'll just be phone calls. There'll be threatening phone calls. No more threatening emails." Gary Epperson said, "Hey, Douglas Smith, are you the one pressuring these Republican chapters for the governor to cancel out Jan Morgan being the keynote speaker or the speaker?" And let's see here. Douglas Smith replies, "No, sir, I am not. I've received several calls from people in the areas about it, but have nothing to do with any county committees except the one I'm a member of. Was not even aware she had been canceled from one till I saw it on Facebook. Your question says being keynote for governor. I was even unaware she was speaking for the governor." What does that even mean? May want to verify that. Don't really think that is correct. Okay, no, what does his statement say? Keep going up. You'll go back up to that. What is it? What is he even talking about there? That doesn't make any sense. Are you pressuring these Republican chapters for the governor to cancel Jan Morgan? That's the question. So am I reading something wrong, Joe, on his answer? What is he even talking about? Your question says being asked for the governor. I don't know what he's talking about. But anyway, let's keep going. Then Gary says, Doug is the one confused here. I'm letting it rub off on me. Gary writes, "Just checking, wanted to head off rumors and have it on the record." Wow. And have it on the record. There's no way people are going to think that I didn't plan this. People are going to, stop for a second. People are going to think I had Gary Epperson post this. What did this was 3 hours ago. This was 3 hours ago. I didn't have the leaked email to the Mississippi County Republican chair. I didn't have the leaked email till what, Joe? 3:50? Because you walked in here and I was, I was blacking out email addresses, It's crazy. That's crazy. All right, scroll back down. So Jan Morgan writes on this thread, "Actually, Gary is referring to my 2 speaking engagements at upcoming Republican Party events." Keep going. Yeah, tagging Doug Smith. What is that photo on Doug's? Can we go back? What is that photo? Okay, all right. Jan Morgan and this one, which I am the keynote. That's the Mississippi County one. All right. Gary Epperson says, "Wait, there are more than one incident. I didn't know what was going on." And here's our listener, Rick. Rick writes, takes a screenshot of this program, says, "Apparently Mr. Doug Smith fails to tell the truth," and screenshots the email that I have right here. And so keep scrolling down. What does old Doug say about this? Let's see here. David Ferguson writing, he says, Paul Harrell has Smith's email to the Mississippi County trying to disinvite Jan Morgan. Listening now. Screenshot for posterity. So Doug Smith says he's denying that he's trying to intimidate people, which he's essentially caught as doing the complete. I mean, he's caught in a lie here. There's no question. Savagely caught. And that's not my words. Gary Epperson writes, Douglas, somebody better start calling out the BS Governor Hutchinson is doing to the Republican Party what Obama and Hillary did to the Democrat Party. Ouch. Keep going. Douglas Smith says some more. What is that full statement? He says, let's see. This is the crazy statement. This lets you know this guy has no business. I don't know. I feel good about conservatives' chances if Douglas Smith is advising Asa in any capacity whatsoever. It might be worth the $50,000 taxpayer investment to have this guy screw up, to give Asa bad advice so he screws up. I'm dead serious. It may be worth it, folks. We may actually save more money in the long run if we just go ahead and keep paying him his $50,000 salary and he keeps having the ear of the governor. Douglas Smith writes, I just don't think these dinners are the place to do it. They have a hard time getting people to donate, buy tables, and support these events. When the ones who buy the tables pull their support, these events will die out. Like I said, you have no idea how hard the battle was in Mississippi County. Gary Epperson saying, that's odd. Jan Morgan packs the house. And she does. And then Willie on Facebook, LOL, savagely caught lying. Bam. And then Gary writes that Doug Smith is using carefully crafted language. Where do you see that? Oh, the Bureau failed him. Yeah, the Bureau, they're getting worse by the day. Something about the pressure that's just mounting up. Anyway, just another rhino on the governor's payroll. I mean, that pretty much sums it up, folks, don't you think? That pretty much sums it up. I bet no more emails, just phone calls from now on. Oh, boy, I love it. I love it. It's not every day somebody misleads people or lies to them and then immediately is shown to be a liar. And, by the way, all of this wasn't planned at all. This is just incredible. Just incredible. And we have now Baxter County saying the same thing. Anonymous source out of Baxter County saying the same thing is happening here. So they're getting phone calls and emails from the governor's office too. I want you to know something. Baxter County is like one of the most conservative places in the state. If they think that they're going to bully the county there and get Jan Morgan to disinvite Jan Morgan, they have no idea what. I mean, like Baxter County, there's no way in the world they're ever going to cancel that, ever. But let's recap. Can we recap here for a second? You have Mississippi. First you have Craighead County. And now I'm sorry, Craighead County. I don't believe your statement anymore. Can I say that? I don't believe it anymore. How am I supposed to believe you guys? You're telling me it is just a coincidence that you invite Jan Morgan, disinvite Jan Morgan, say it had nothing to do with the governor, it had nothing to do with higher-up establishment Republicans pressuring you, had nothing to do with that. And it's just a coincidence that Mississippi County, we do have evidence that it's happening now, and we have an anonymous source in Baxter County saying it's happening in Baxter. You're telling me it's just a coincidence what happened with you, that there wasn't anybody. Are you telling me it's you telling me on the committee that was planning the party? You're telling me that there was nobody that might have had a phone call from somebody who knew somebody and didn't tell the rest of you guys the real reason you guys were being asked to disinvite somebody who's one of the most popular speakers in Arkansas? No. It's shameful. It's shameful. You know what's even worse? You know what's worse? And again, I'm not a registered Republican, but Mississippi County appears to be standing up. They appear to be standing up. Baxter County, they appear to be standing up. I mean, 2 out of 3 is not bad. Should have been 3 out of 3. We're talking about local. This is a local event, right? I mean, what's the big deal? These I'm telling you, man, the people at the local level in these county committees, they work forever. Especially in eastern Arkansas, they have worked forever trying to get recognition, Republican recognition. And now to actually realize it with these massive Republican majorities, and you have some people that just know, well, we got to protect the committee. We worked really hard to build the committee. We got to protect the committee. And I understand that. Your committee is a pawn. You got to be careful that your committee is a pawn. And don't. I'm just telling you, all of the committees feel this way, that they've built their committee. Don't be used as a pawn, though, to stand for the very thing you worked to build in the first place. And that's the sad thing. I talked to people down at the Marble Palace who were sitting in the galleries. They were sitting in the House gallery watching these bills be passed one after the other. You know, after they get through with their award ceremony every day, recognizing this person, recognizing that person. I saw a Democrat state representative one time go down and they had a vote on a meteor, recognizing the day a meteor hit Paragould, Arkansas. Like, this is the time that's the kind of stuff they waste time on. And then when they get around to doing anything, it's growing government and taxes. But I talk to people up there in the gallery and they say, we knocked on doors for 20, 30 years trying to build the Republican Party in Arkansas, and this is what we have? Folks, I just got